Hello and welcome. In this screencast, we'll take a look at how to create, make use of formulas in Excel. We'll take a look at a variety of ways of invoking and using formulas in your Excel spreadsheet. To get started with this spreadsheet, we have, let's say, some information about car purchases that need to be made. So these are a bunch of customers that would like to purchase cars at various prices, of which they'd like to borrow various amounts, and the remaining they finance with their own money. And these are some dates on which they borrow. So to get started, we just want to find out some summary statistics of the total amount of these loans. Okay, so the first function we wish to make use of is the sum function. Okay, so we go to home and click this little icon here, sum, and it pre-populates a certain region, but you have to make sure that is the region that you want added up. In this case, there are some unwanted cells, so I'm just going to click and drag through all the cells in the cell range that I want added up. That's the cells B5 through B8, and that's what you see showing up here. I have not typed anything, though you could. All I did was point and click and drag. So I clicked into cell 5 and never released my cursor, never released the mouse button, and just kept dragging all the way down to cell 8. So that's how I got this here. And you can then press enter once you're satisfied that this is what you want to add. So we have a total of $100,000 that need to be borrowed by various customers. The next we want to find out is the average amount that customers are borrowing. To find that, there are several ways. One of them is to go to the formulas tab in Excel and click under AutoSum. Don't click on AutoSum, you're going to get this. Instead, click the arrow button beside AutoSum and click on average, and again select the cell range that you want, press enter. Another alternative I just want to show you is that this thing looks slightly different if you enlarge your Excel spreadsheet. So if you enlarge it, this thing could actually look like this, so don't be put off by the way it looks. And in this case, you just click underneath again you go to the formulas tab, and within that you click underneath the AutoSum icon for function library, and you see all these other functions. We'll come back to some of these, but right now we'll use the average function and select the range, press enter. Okay, next we need to enter the median function. Now the median is there underneath the probably I'm going to say it's probably these are math functions. Underneath the statistical functions there is median, but what I want to do is look it up in a slightly different way. So I'm just going to click on this insert function button here, and you see this dialog box. Here you can type in the function that you're looking for and click search, and there you go, you have median. And if you're happy with that, you just click OK, and it gives you another dialog box. This time what you do is you just click on this button here, and you select the range of cells for which you want to compute median, and just press enter and press OK, and that gives you the median. So the average here happens to be the same as the median. Next, we want to find the lowest price of all cars, among all cars. And here you can just again go back to AutoSum and click min and cell range, press enter, and highest would be max, cell range, enter. And finally you have the number of loans. Okay, for number of loans you make use of the count function, and for that I'm just going to type it in here, equals count. And don't forget the equal sign. Every time you enter a formula or an equation, you should just start it with equals. So count within parenthesis, I'm just going to click all 4 of these guys here, and that's number 4 over here. So that's those are all some of the different ways in which you can invoke formulas in Excel. Now if you want to copy this to the right, so here you have the price of the car, and here you have the amount borrowed. Now you have all these summary statistics for the price of the car. It would be nice to have these summary statistics for the amount borrowed as well. So to do that, I'm just selecting all of these and locate the fill handle on the bottom right. When you take your cursor over to that, your cursor becomes a crosshair, it becomes a plus sign, and you click and drag it one step to the right. And when you do that, all the formulas will change the column letter. So for example, sum B5 through B8 will become sum C5 through C8, and median B5 through B8 will become median C5 through C8, and so on. So that way you can just copy all these functions over to one step to the right. Okay, next we want to take a look at some date and time functions. So let's say you want to know today's date. Okay, so what you can do here is go to date and time and click on the today icon and click OK, and there it is. You have a nicely formatted date for today's date. And finally we'll take a look at how to create the payoff year. Okay, now you have the date borrowed for the car. The payoff year is, let us say, 3 years from now. Okay, so what you can do is use the year function. Okay, and for serial number you just click this. So if you click OK, then it will give you the year corresponding to this particular date. So just for variety, I just want to change this a little bit. Make this 11, make this 09, and make this 10. And let us say all loans are due in 5 years or 6 years just. Okay, so what you do then is you just add year plus 6 to get the year. But unfortunately that messes up the format of this particular cell. All you need to do is then change the format by going to the Home tab and clicking on the format here and just selecting General, and it'll give you the number here. Or you can also select the number format specifically, and you can make sure these decimal zeros vanish by clicking on this icon, decrease decimal icon here. And so you have 2018. So when you paid in 2000, when the amount was borrowed in 2012, 6 years later is 2018. So that's the payoff year, and you can copy this all the way down to arrive at the different payoff years. So that's a brief walkthrough of all the different functions offered by Excel. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.